First, just kind of a cultural point I'd make, piggybacking off of everything that Eric just said. When the NBA suspended its season in March, I mean, that was basically the most important moment for the country, realizing that this pandemic was going to change life as we knew it. And we saw the market, I think the next day, fall 1,000 or 2,000 points. So it would seem to me that if we all of a sudden if there's no Super Bowl, of course, I think that's a dim prospect that they would ever do anything to interfere with that. But I think we have to watch sports to tell us what the next phase looks like during this kind of third wave we're experiencing, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's right on. It speaks to how, deeply interwoven sports are in society and in American life. And also, I think, speaks to just the huge amount of pent-up demand there is for people to get out of their homes, get back to doing what's normal. So when this does end, whether that's sooner or later, I think we're going to see a huge sort of overabundance of demand, people going to events, almost, making up for some of the lost revenue we've seen this year.
Yeah, and tell me how SeatGeek is trying to get people back in the seats now in as safe way as possible.
Yeah, so we're incredibly focused on allowing people to go back, but most critically doing that safely. We built a product called SeatGeek Adapt, which is all about allowing the safe return to events, has features like pod seating, so sort of enforcing social distancing, timed entry so that not everyone's showing up to the event at the same time, contactless purchases so that you're not handing over physical cash. And the good news is, if you look at live events in the US, as events have started to return with fans, there have been no known outbreaks, no sort of meaningful spreading events due to COVID. So I think, for the most part, the industry is doing this very safely.
And tell me where you're still seeing demand. What are people still buying, and where are they still showing up and trying to live kind of a pandemic, a safe pandemic experience?
Yeah, so we're selling still decent number of college football and NFL tickets, particularly in some southern states, so Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia. We're also seeing a ton of demand for events later in 2021. So, for example, Harry Styles is our top-selling performer many days, and yet his tour does not start until the middle of next year. So I think, again, that speaks to just the sort of anticipation, the looking forward to post-COVID when people get back out there.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.